back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about a couple of things that will make your next hospital visit better. Yeah, I'm a health worker and I hear people complaining about health workers all the time, even my family members, but we are human, and aside everything, I want you to understand that health workers are also human, just like you. So in everything, you just have to take your time and relax. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and you hit the notification bell to get notified anytime I post a new video. So let's just get into the video. So the first thing I want you to, if you come to the hospital, okay, you come to the hospital because you're not feeling well, or because something is going on, or because you're coming for a review, or because you're coming for antenatal. When you come, we will definitely check your vitals, your temperature, your pulse, your respiration, your BP. Those ones give us a baseline of everything. Even if it's your first time, we get your baseline vitals so that next subsequent visits we can know where to start from and know what to deal with. If you go to the hospital and they check your vital signs, like those things I said, and they haven't called you, okay, it may be because there was an emergency, or because something else is more how do I put it, more dangerous. Like, you may have normal vital signs, but somebody may come in after you and the person may have abnormal vital signs. We would attend to the person first, because that person can get worse at any moment. So we just don't want it to get to that situation. Like, we try to assess the situation based on how urgently the person needs help. Like, you came and we check your vitals, and then somebody comes with an accident. You don't expect us to take care of you before we take care of the accident. In some hospitals, there are enough nurses to be still taking care of you whilst people are still taking care of the accident victims, but in other facilities it's not like that. So you just have to hold on a little bit, and then we attend to those people, and then we attend to you also. It doesn't call for you to be angry. Please just relax, okay? We also get overwhelmed sometimes, so just relax for us, and then everything will be fine. It will get to your turn, definitely. Okay, so the next one is you don't assume we know everything. We don't know everything, okay? Just like everything on earth, there are ways of doing things, okay? So when you come to the hospital and we ask questions, it's not because we just want to ask you questions and then we are just being inquisitive. No, we have to know every single thing. Like, somebody who comes to the hospital and say, I'm having a fever, so I think it's malaria. Well, it could be malaria, but it could be other infections also. It could be urinary tract infection. It could be, honestly, it could be a whole lot. So then we have to do other tests to know. So if you're asking questions, please don't get angry. Just relax and ask questions. Answer the questions so that we can find out what exactly is wrong with you. Just calm down and have patience. You came so that we take care of you. So just allow us to ask questions so we know exactly what to deal with. Okay, then on to the next point. Follow up from this one. Sometimes you give us everything that's bothering you, okay? You may give dizziness, bitter taste in mouth, everything that shows it's malaria. Okay, it could be malaria, but we will do other tests, okay? Usually when you come with malaria like that, we do a malaria test and we'll do a full blood count from there. Because the full blood count to make us know whether it's just malaria or whether you don't have enough blood, the malaria has caused you to get anemia, or there's another infection elsewhere, or anything else that is making you feel the way you are feeling. So we don't just do one thing and decide that this is your problem. Sometimes you are even treating this problem and then something else crops up and you're like, okay, why don't we do a test for this one and see whether this person has this or not. So we may do several tests and pardon us, but we need to know exactly what is wrong with you to be able to treat you and to make sure you go home fine. And again, the next one I would say is that when you get to the hospital, okay, when it's not an emergency situation, please ask questions. In as much as we will ask you questions, if you don't understand anything, it's best for you to ask, because you are paying us to render the services we are rendering, and if you don't understand anything, you should ask. Some people come to the hospital, usually the hypertensive, they come to the hospital and then you give them drugs, they stop taking, and they come and the condition is worse. Why? Because the drug is making them have headaches, the drug is making them have low sex drive and everything. When you come and you talk to us that, oh, this and this is the issue I'm facing, so I don't like the drug, we could easily change the drug for you. It's not stopping would just make the whole situation get worse. So it's better to ask questions like, is there any other option? Is there any other option? You don't ask questions when you see that the person is busy. Then you don't expect me to be able to give you answers because there's an emergency, and then you are now asking me a whole lot of questions. When you come and then the place is okay, there's no emergency going on, and then you have the person one-on-one. You ask the person questions politely. The person will also answer you politely, and everything will be fine, and you go home and you get better and you get your peace of mind, just like we also need our peace of mind. Okay, then on to the next question. Never keep too long at home to seek health care. Okay, so you realize that you've not been feeling well. Even usually those who advertise drugs, they say after 2 days, when you don't see an improvement, go to the hospital. But some of us would want to stay home for like a week before you go to the hospital. You know you are diabetic, you know you are hypertensive, your medications are done, and you are still at home waiting for an angel to drop the medication to you. Please, especially if you know anybody who is diabetic, hypertensive, don't make your drugs get finished before you get to the hospital. If you have like the last roll, like the last 5 or the last 3 left, go to the hospital, let them do a review, and then give you, maybe the drug is not helping, they change your drug for you, and then don't keep too long in the house. Whatever is happening to you, there are cases where you know you're not feeling well, your heart is not beating right, or you know your body more than anybody else, your heart's not beating right, your head has been aching for 3 days, and you've been vomiting, and you're staying in the house over 3 days. What are you doing? Do you want to die? No, I don't think you want to die. So if you begin to have any symptoms or anything that looks funny, okay, don't stay in the house for a very long time. As soon as possible, try and get to the nearest facility. About asking questions, okay? If you go to the hospital and a health worker attends to you and you think you're not satisfied with it, if you have any questions, if you think the doctor didn't treat you right, or the doctor has given you medication and you think it's not working, it's your body. You have to tell him, because he's not inside you, he doesn't know how you're feeling. So you communicate to us and we know what to do. Like somebody told me that he knew somebody who didn't have breast cancer. She went to the hospital and they said it wasn't breast cancer. Then later on they realized it was breast cancer and everything. It's either it wasn't breast cancer in the beginning, or the doctor didn't diagnose, or it wasn't properly diagnosed. Okay, those are the two sides of the situation. But if you realize that a thing is getting worse, come on, it's your body. Just go to the hospital, see another doctor, even if possible, to get a proper diagnosis. Else, you may lose your life. And okay, let's not talk about losing your life, but it's your health. Okay, it is you. Everything that you say, if you think they are not listening to you, or if you think you are not getting the best treatment, you have every right to go to another facility. It's your health. Okay, so then on to the next question. One thing that you must get, okay, as an individual, is a health insurance. Ghanaians usually take health insurance for granted. Even if it's health insurance, which is the cheapest and the most accessible to everybody, even if it's the health insurance, try and get it. How much does it cost to renew health insurance? It's like 25 cedis. It's not even up to 50 cedis, like for the whole year. And you'll be surprised to know how much that covers. People say the health insurance doesn't cover anything, but if you work in a health facility, you will actually realize that it does cover a lot, especially those in the rural areas. There are other private health insurances like the Acacia, the Metropolitan, the Main, something. There are a whole lot of health insurances, Glyco. Yes, so just make sure you are on a health insurance. If your company is not giving you health insurance, please, National Health Insurance is available for every Ghanaian. Even non-Ghanaians have it. So what's your excuse for not having it? Okay, so then on to the next point. Please, anytime you get to the hospital, okay, it's a whole new day. it's a whole new environment, because maybe you met this same health worker and that person was overwhelmed this day. You're also making a person feel uncomfortable the same way. Personally, like me, I can't hide my feelings. Okay, I may not use harsh words at you, but if I'm angry, my face will let you know that your girl is not having it any longer. But I may not use harsh words at you. There are people who use harsh words, but I personally find it difficult to use harsh words. So just don't go saying that last week when I went, this person did this person did this person did that. We also have personal issues all the time, and for all you know, somebody even witnessed something the moments before you came, and it has just dampened the person's whole mood. So let's just all try and spread love everywhere we go to. The hospital, we need love more than anybody. Okay, the hospital is a place where everybody's supposed to find healing. Okay, so you don't expect me, the health worker, to come to work, and then by the time I leave work, I'm more stressed than ever. Just help us to help you as well. Just be polite, be calm, and talk to us, and we won't insult you, please. We won't insult you. We won't. Nobody's out of their senses like that. And then on to the last point, very, very significant. If you have any reaction to any medication whatsoever, maybe you took malaria drug, then all of a sudden you collapsed, or you had a rash, or anything outside the normal. Like sometimes some drugs have some side effects, like maybe headaches, feeling dizzy. If it is outside that, like when you were told what you were told by the doctor or we were told at the pharmacy, then you have to report to the hospital, because people are taking drugs and then those particular drugs had a problem in the making, like in the making process. Not the drug may be a good drug, but maybe in that particular batch there was something wrong with it. If you have any reaction to any medication, just let us know. And if you have any health information on you, please just make it very accessible. Like, you know, you are allergic to some drugs, if we ask you, please open up. If you are allergic to some foods, anything you are allergic to, just make us know. When we ask questions, just try and answer. Basically, that's it. We just want you to be able to communicate with us like you communicate with any other tangible or sensible human being. Okay, we would also communicate to you as such. But if you see anything out of the normal, you don't have to insult the person to tell the person that this and this is what's happening. Just be polite and talk to the person. For all you know, sometimes we may not see certain things, but you knowing what is wrong with you makes us understand that, oh, this is what is happening, and it's not this, and it's not this, and not that. And at the end of the day, we all live happy, because everybody I came to work and then my patient is fine, and you also came to the hospital and you're fine, and everything is perfect. So thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope to see you on the next one, and don't forget to subscribe and share to your loved ones, especially this video. We just want the hospital to be a calm environment, a lovely environment for all of us to come and seek healing and come and work and go successfully. So I'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye. Mwah.